Hello and welcome to the Car Care channel. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys some more car dealership horror stories. Not the ones you hear about all over the internet, but the ones from the inside out. As many of you know, I work at a Toyota dealership as a technician, full-time, 8 to 5, 40 hours a week. And you meet all kinds of people from all kinds of walks of lives. So there's bound to be moments that are interesting, to say the least. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Consider subscribing to the channel. Check out some of my other videos. If you are a returning subscriber, well, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So the customer that forgot why they towed their car in. So here's this 2010 Toyota Camry 4-cylinder, gets towed in, no customer. Typically cars get towed into a dealership with no customer. They show up later or they phone in or whatever the case may be. Well, this customer's never been here, so we don't know what's what. We don't even know the name, nothing. Car gets towed in, customer strolls by later. Hey, my car doesn't want to start. I tried to jump start it. It doesn't want to start. Sometimes it starts, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what's going on. Sure, and here's this older gentleman, seems super nice, sits in the waiting room waiting for his car to be looked at. Standard procedure at a dealership when it comes in, you know, there's a diagnosis charge in case we have to dig in, check electrical, whatever. If it ends up being just a battery, then just the labor for the battery and have a nice day. Well, we get the car, jump started, it started right up. Okay, well, can't duplicate. Take it down the street and back, lift the car up, check it over. Everything looks good, car has low miles. Bring the car back down, it don't want to start. Put the jumper on, don't want to start. Just click, click, click. Well, simple diagnosis. Check the starter, check power to the starter, check power to the S terminal. Yes, everything is there. Starter just clicks. Well, it's simple, cut and dry, needs a starter. And because we are in the times that we are in, with everything on galactic back order, of course the starter is not readily available. It'll take 3 to 5 days to get here. And then while we're at it, test the battery. It's an old battery, not original, but it's very old. It's testing marginal here. So we made a recommendation to the customer. Sir, you're gonna need a starter, and we recommend a battery. It's up to you. If you want, we can throw a charger on it real quick, bring it up to life, and see how long it lasts. That's up to you. Well, then the customer says, no, it's not my starter. I know it. Okay, well, let us double check. Advisor goes back to the technician, goes, hey, is this starter looks brand new or it's just been replaced? No, it's the original starter. Okay, advisor goes back to the customer. Customer's nowhere to be found. He just disappeared. At this point, of course, the technician finished the car. You know, we're not going to just keep waiting for hours and hours for parts that we don't have. Push the car outside, just leave it there and move on. While we look around, where did this customer go? I just told him I'd be right back. I walk outside, I see a customer in a car, yelling, screaming, swearing, sitting in his personal car, trying to get it to start. I'm like, sir, what are you doing? You guys are trying to rob me. My car is perfectly fine. You tell me it needs a starter. I just came in for a battery. Okay, well, I'm not paid to deal with that. So call the manager. The manager comes out. Sir, what's going on? You guys are trying to rob me. You're a dealership. This is a ripoff. This is all this. All it took you is 20 minutes to find out what's wrong with it. Now you want $300-400 for a starter, this and that, doesn't need a starter. I should have never brought it to a dealership. I should have taken it to my alley mechanic. Sir, hold your horses there. Let's start from the beginning. What's the problem now? The price is the problem? We can talk. Maybe we can give you a better price, you know, give me a little discount. You're a senior citizen, we'll try to help you here. No. You broke my starter. Sir, did you tow this car in for a no start? But that's not the point. If you kept trying, it will start eventually. But now it doesn't want to start. Yeah, because the technician disconnected the S terminal on the starter. Of course it doesn't want to start if you keep trying. We're explaining this to him. He starts flat out swearing, top of his lungs. Here's this nice older gentleman, just turns super nasty very quick. And it's like, I'm just trying to understand the problem here, sir. You towed this car for a no start. Now you're complaining that we broke it and it doesn't want to start. Am I missing something here? Or you're the one who towed it in with no start? I just don't understand what he was getting at. And in the end, all of a sudden, he just goes, okay, fine, fix it. I'll never come back here again. Okay. Order a starter, get it in, and it doesn't even end there. Guess who shows up 3 months later for an oil change? Same customer. I don't know what was that about. Was he just having a bad day? But I mean, he made a big commotion about we broke his car, it used to start, now it doesn't. Sir, you towed in your car. Yeah, but if I kept trying, it would start eventually. Now it doesn't want to start. I don't know. Well, are we missing something here? I don't know. Yes, fix a flat, cheap and dangerous way. Well, here comes this lady. Regular customer comes in only religiously for oil changes, nothing else. She's the kind of lady that rolls out of her not so beautiful Scion XB and says, I only want an oil change. I have my own mechanic. I don't want you doing anything. But if you see something, let me know so I can let my mechanic know. Your mechanic can't do an oil change. That's a different conversation, but that's okay, whatever. We're open for business, right? Although most dealerships, if not all, lose money every time a customer comes in for an oil change, but that's beside the point. Let's dig into this one. For the past 2 years, every time this lady comes in for an oil change, ma'am, your right rear tire has a nail. It is leaking. We can't fix it because it's right on the edge. You need a new tire. And by the by, just floating this idea by, these tires are 5 years old. They're dry rotten. They're actually almost worn to nothing. You need new tires. Now, this is a lady that doesn't drive much. She probably drives, I don't know, 2,000-3,000 miles a year. So probably not taking long trips, but we got to tell her this out of liability. You know what her answers to the tires every time is? Oh, I'll shop around. You would think that's, you know, dealership tires are expensive. I always tell you shop around. But no, this is her answer. You guys are liars and thieves and you're trying to rip me off because I'm an old lady. I have been filling up that tire for the past 2 years and nothing happened. I never got a flat tire. Okay, I'm glad you don't drive that much and we don't share the same highway that I drive my family in to go places because, my God, you show her the nail in the tire. Ma'am, don't buy the tires from us. Go somewhere else. But please, replace those tires because this tire has a nail. If this nail pops out, you're going to have a flat. And you could be in a place where you can't really change a flat. You could put yourself in a dangerous situation here. We're not trying to rob you. We're just trying to tell you here. But she tells us, you are trying to rob me. I have been filling my tire. So she admits that the tire has a nail and it is leaking, but she keeps adding air to it and life is good. Last time I checked, that's not a way to fix a flat there. But we are liars, we are thieves, and we are the dealership. Of course, why not? Big Blue. Something about dealerships that you might not know. Dealerships typically, within the first 2 months of you buying a new car or first couple thousand miles, when you have a problem with your car, with your new car, noise, whatever the case may be, when you take it to a dealership that didn't sell you the car, they always cringe. They just don't like that because sometimes some of these issues should have been picked up when the car was new and the pre-delivery inspection was done. When you take it to another dealership, here's a dealership that just got stuck with this car now because they didn't get paid to inspect it and basically they're fixing another dealership's mess up. But But some people still do it, and dealerships, they have to take the cars in with no problem. But not with this customer. This customer took this theory of bringing your new car with a problem to a dealership other than your selling dealership to the next level. Comes this guy to the sales department first, custom orders a weirdly spec'd big blue Tundra. This was probably 2016, 2017. This is a little bit of an older story. Custom orders the truck, spends 4 hours in the sales department nitpicking every little detail. Cool. I mean, we're open for business, right? Picky customers. I'm picky. Many of the Car Care in Our Family viewers that I have are picky. It's okay. That's what dealerships do. Orders a truck. Should we put a deposit? No, it's okay. You seem very serious about the car. You know, even if it comes in, I mean, it's still a truck. We can sell it. It's not a big deal. Until there's an actual build date and everything is through, you don't need to put a deposit. Cool. Truck gets ordered, comes in, call the customer, no answer. Call the customer, no answer. So, no answer, no... Forget about it. Okay, well, he just ran off, changed his mind, whatever the case may be, even though we're stuck with this strangely optioned blue Tundra, which is not exactly the most popular color on the Tundra at the time, but whatever. It's a truck. It'll sell eventually. Now, 2-3 weeks later, comes the exact same Tundra with the exact same customer through our service department. My radio doesn't work. The actual FM AM doesn't work. It just cuts in and out, and you hit a bump, it starts working, you hit another bump, it stops. It's like the sales manager just happens to be walking by coincidence. I mean, sales and service, we don't talk all the time like that. We have better things to do. But just so coincidentally, the sales manager comes strolling by, looks at this truck and like, that looks like the one I have on the lots that nobody wants to buy because of the crazy options. Interesting. Then he looks at the guy, I'm like, that's the same guy that ordered the truck. He actually goes and talks to him. Hey, we've been trying to call you. I guess you changed your mind, or you bought it somewhere else. Oh yeah, I didn't want to wait, so I found it somewhere else and I bought it. Okay, and which dealership is that? There's a dealership close by that he bought it from. Okay, or are you here for maintenance? Oh no, my radio cuts in and out. It doesn't work right, so I'm trying to get it fixed. Wait a second, you ordered a truck from us, then you left us hanging, went bought it somewhere else, and then you had a problem with it, of course within the first weeks of buying it, and now you bring it back to us to fix it. And here's the best part. That truck ended up getting dissected, is the word when we have to tear into a new car, because there was a problem with the wiring harness and we had to pull the whole dash out, the whole interior out, to replace 2 wire harnesses inside the cab. And this was a never-ending nightmare, because put the truck back together, he comes back. This panel doesn't fit right. Yes, it does fit right. That's how they are. Well, I don't think this was like that. You know what we did? We actually took that customer to the truck that he ordered and never bought, which is identical to the one that he bought somewhere else, and now it's here getting fixed for disasters that the first dealer completely missed, and showed him. And then at the very end, the general manager and the service manager told him, well, sir, the radio on this truck works. If you would have just waited and bought it from us, you wouldn't have had all this hassle. But that's what happens when you're impatient. Well, there you have it, folks. This happens to everybody, not just dealerships. You know, any professional working in a job, dealing with customers. Majority of the customers are fantastic people that are reasonable, that have common sense, that know what they are doing and treat everybody with love and respect. But there's always that few that just stick in your memory and you never forget. I hope you liked this video. I hope you had a good laugh with some of these situations that are interesting. If you like this kind of video, leave me a comment below so I know and I continue making them. Every once in a while I'll put some stories together. These stories never end as long as I work at a dealership. That's just the life, and it is what it is, I suppose. If you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. Check out some of my other videos, and until the next video, folks, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and you have yourself a wonderful day.